to do a recipe that is about as old as the ages. In fact, we're going to be doing Jamaican patties, meat patties, but almost every country and every culture does a variation of this recipe and have various names. So when you go to Argentina, you get an empanada. When you go to Ireland or England, it's the meat patty that they make as well. And what changes each one is the variations in the spices that are used. Now today we're going to be making a mild Jamaican meat patty. So there's not going to be any real spicy spices in it, but you have the option to adding what you'd like to as well, make it personal. So we're also going to do the speed version of making this old tried recipe. So to begin with, you want to start with self-rising flour. It's a wonderful little trick because it has the right ratio of both the baking powder and the salt and ready to go. So 2 cups is going to be able to make about 15 to 20 patties, depending on the size that you roll them out. So into this, we want to cut some vegetable shortening. And if you follow the amounts that are on your recipe, I go by eye, but you have some suggested measurements. And so you want to cut, I'm using this because I don't have a pastry cutter, to cut that into the flour. And you want it to get to the point of like granular. And then just to give it a very special zip, we're going to add, there's my clips. Remember these? Turmeric. Turmeric not only gives it a nice color and also a wonderful flavor, but it's also a very healthy spice. Really does all kinds of wonderful things in your body. So we start with that, and if you noticed on the recipe, you can blend it in with both butter and vegetable shortening. The more vegetable shortening you use, the more crispier the patty is going to be, because today we're going to fry them. And what you want to do, of course, go in with your hands to get it totally incorporated. Now, what makes this dough different than a lot of other patty recipes is we're going to use 1 beaten egg and 1/3 of a cup of milk. So you're going to let the dough tell you when it's had enough, and you want to get it so that it just holds together. You don't want it too wet, you don't want it too dry. And the way to do it is just spin your bowl. This is the best mixer right here. And you'll see that the dough is starting to come together. Now you want to work this for about 10 minutes. And so voila, we have refrigerated dough. So you want to put just a little bit of flour on the board, not too much. And, you know, the old tradition was to roll out the dough and then get a cutter and then cut it around, and you have to rework the dough again. Speed method. Take a pinch. Make it like a golf ball. Press it down. Turn it around, press it again. Flour your rolling pin. Now you could decide by the size of the dough ball that you're rolling how big you want this to be. You can make it small, like it would be for appetizers, or you can make it more of a luncheon size, or you can make it larger for dinner. Okay, so now to do the filling, we're going to start with, you want to boil potatoes, peel them, and then dice them. You can decide yourself the volume of that. We have carrots and bell pepper. And garlic. And the next magic ingredient, do you remember when you got into your food pantry box, this wonderful pouch, and it said chicken chili? This is magnificent because you can do so much with it, more than chicken chili. And in this case, it's going to be the flavor base. Because you've got your ground chicken with the sauce. How easy is this? If it seems like it's a little too moist, you can add some breadcrumb to it because you want to have it so that it's not going to leak once we make the meat patty. And then you fold over the dough, and you want to just put it right to the edge of the other side. Press it. And here's the best secret, is you're going to take it from the corner and roll it to form a crust, just like a pie crust. Then take a fork and you crimp the sides. It's so good, we don't even have to put them in the oven.
That's right.